Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Himanshu Gupta and today I have with me Dr. Akanksha Nag who has secured rank 9 in INICET 2021. So Akanksha, it's a great honor for me to have you on my channel and
Thank you,
you
sir.
and you know it's a very great thing. It's a very great achievement that you have got a top 10 rank in this INICET exam. So today we will learn something from you. How did you study during your MBBS? What was your approach during the internship? And how did you remain so motivated for a longer period of time that you got such a rank? ठीक है तो आकांक्षा we will start from the third year itself. So what
Yes,
was
sir.
special during your third year? How did you prepare during the third year MBBS?
So my third year MBBS, I had purchased Maromax. So I used to watch the videos and I used to make my notes from those videos. I am watching a particular topic. For example, अगर आज larynx देखा है तो I would simultaneously solve the Q bank.
Okay.
तो भी एक्स्ट्रा चीज जो मैंने सीखी वो मैं नोट देती थी स्टिकी नोट्स के टाइप फॉर्म में मैं लगा दिया मेरे नोटबुक में. तो ये जो मेरा प्राइमरी सोर्स हो गया था इसको मैंने एक बार पूरा रीड मारा एंड आई न्यू कि अभी नेक्स्ट टाइम आई ओपन दिस बुक ड्यूरिंग इंटर्नशिप. So that
Okay.
was my approach for the entrance exam when I started off in pre-final year with ENT, Ophthal and PSM. And for the university exams, I used to just read the IMP जो मेरे seniors मार्क करके देते थे टेक्स्ट बुक में. तो इन दोनों को I never mixed. मतलब मेरा एंट्रेंस के लिए जो मुझे मटेरियल पढ़ना था इंटर्नशिप में वो मेरे मैरो के वीडियोस से बनाए हुए नोट्स ही थे एंड जो मैंने क्यू बैंक से एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट्स ऐड किए थे. उसके
So,
बाद
Akanksha,
फाइनल ईयर में
I want to know कि third year में how much did you complete your final year syllabus? क्योंकि students they are confused कि third year में final year syllabus कितना complete करना है क्योंकि बहुत vast है medicine, surgery, obs-gynae. तो तुमने कितना complete करा था third year?
Yes, सर मेरा मैंने जैसे ही मेरे जैसे ही आई एंटर्ड इन फाइनल ईयर आई प्लान्ड आउट माय एंटायर ईयर क्योंकि उस टाइम पे मैरो में मेडिसिन में अराउंड 280 वीडियोस थे. तो मैंने सोचा कि मैं दिन में एक वीडियो देखूंगी तो बाय द टाइम आई रीच माय प्रीलिम्स मेरा मेडिसिन के सारे वीडियोस देख के हो जाएंगे. तो मैंने वही किया. मैं डेली 3 वीडियोस देखती थी. एक होता था मेडिसिन का जो कंपलसरी है बिकॉज मैरो में अराउंड 280 वीडियोस थे उस टाइम पे एडिशन 4 में. उसके बाद मैं ओबीजीवाई एंड सर्जरी को अल्टरनेट करती थी कि आज अगर ओबीजीवाई देख लिया तो कल सर्जरी देख लूंगी. एंड जो मेरा तीसरा वीडियो होता था वो एक शॉर्ट सब्जेक्ट होता था जैसे डर्मैट देख लिया या फिर रेडियोलॉजी देख लिया. तो मैं दिन के 3 वीडियोस देखती थी. सो आई यूज टू हैव पोस्टिंग्स सुबह 10 से 12:30 बजे तक पोस्टिंग्स रहते थे. उसके बाद
So this you are telling
मेरे
about third
दोस्तों के
year?
साथ यस सर थर्ड ईयर फाइनल ईयर जो था मेरा. सर तो पोस्टिंग अटेंड करते थे हम 12:30 तक. उसके बाद लंच के साथ मैं मेरे दोस्त हम सब लाइब्रेरी में बैठ के वीडियोस देखते थे. तो मेरे 3 वीडियोस हो जाते थे शाम को 6 साढ़े 6 बजे तक. एंड उसके बाद मैं घर पे जाके फ्रेशन होके आई यूज टू रीड द नोट्स विच आई हैड टेकन डाउन. तो ये दिस इज ऑल स्टडीड इन फाइनल ईयर. एंड टेक्स्ट बुक्स मैंने हैरिसन डेली वगैरह कुछ पढ़ा नहीं है. मैंने सिर्फ वो प्रेप मैनुअल से पढ़ा था एग्जाम्स में पास होने के लिए जो आईएमपी क्वेश्चन रहते हैं वो.
So basically you were just focusing on the videos and
yes sir.
वीडियोस भी ऐसे नहीं कि मतलब एक महीने में एक ही सब्जेक्ट की वीडियोस देख रहे हो. वीडियोस भी तुम कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ वीडियोस देख रहे थे.
नहीं सर.
और फाइनल ईयर में व्हाट डिड यू डू व्हेन यू हैड कंप्लीटेड योर वीडियोस इन द थर्ड ईयर? सो व्हाट डिड यू स्टडी फॉर दोस सब्जेक्ट्स इन फाइनल ईयर?
सर in final year it was just revision of those notes जो मैंने निकाल के रखे थे उनको ही बार बार रिवाइज करना था. तो बीजीवाई मेरा हो गया था 2 महीने. बीजीवाई के कुछ 60 से 70 वीडियोस थे एडिशन 4 के मॉड्यूल में. तो वो मेरे 2 महीने में कंप्लीट हो गए थे. मैंने उनको फाइनल ईयर में 2 बार रिवाइज भी कर लिया था. तो अगर कुछ कंप्लीट हो जाता है तो आई इंश्योर कि उसको वहीं पे छोड़ना नहीं है, उसको बार बार रिवाइज भी करना रहता है. तो वो मैंने फिर रिवीजन किया.
तो आई वांट टू नो कि यार थर्ड ईयर में इतनी मोटिवेशन कैसे है कि यू वर डूइंग 3 फाइनल ईयर सब्जेक्ट्स इन द थर्ड ईयर इटसेल्फ? मेडिसिन, सर्जरी, ऑब्स-गायनी, ये तीनों वीडियोस कैसे, हाउ आर यू सीइंग दोस वीडियोस इन द थर्ड ईयर इटसेल्फ? मतलब इतनी समझ कहाँ से आ गई थर्ड ईयर में? समझ रहे हो?
सर एक्चुअली यस सर. सर उस मतलब हमारे इन मुंबई we have like pre-final year where we have ENT option and then we have final year. In Delhi I think they have all the subjects. उनका 2 साल का थर्ड ईयर. Here in Mumbai we have ENT option PSM in pre-final year. फिर हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम होती है for those 3 and final year में enter करते हैं. So that was the motivation for me कि अभी फाइनल ईयर में अच्छे से पढ़ना है. एंड उस टाइम पे मेरे काफी सारे सीनियर्स ने बहुत अच्छी रैंक निकाली थी. सो दे यूज्ड टू गाइड अस कि फाइनल ईयर के जो सब्जेक्ट्स है दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड दे प्ले अ वेरी क्रूशियल रोल. एंड अभी एग्जाम भी पूरा क्लिनिकली बेस्ड हो गया है. तो सर तब से मैं and मेरे जितने भी दोस्त हम लोग सब साथ में ही पढ़ते थे. तो वैसा मोटिवेशन भी एंड वैसे पोर्शन भी कंप्लीट हो गया.
तो व्हाट आई एम लाइक अंडरस्टैंडिंग फ्रॉम यू इज दैट कि एक दोस्त होने चाहिए अच्छे जो जिनका एम तुम्हारा
Yes,
जैसा
sir.
हो, है ना. और दूसरा ये होना चाहिए
Yes,
कि
sir.
सीनियर्स मतलब तुम्हें अपना फ्यूचर दिखना चाहिए कि यार थर्ड ईयर में प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है, स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ क्यों नहीं पाते. वो इसलिए नहीं पढ़ पाते क्योंकि
हाँ.
उनके पास आगे का विजन नहीं है. उनको ये रहता ही नहीं कि यार मेरे को 3 साल बाद एग्जाम देना है. तो इस चक्कर में
हाँ.
बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ ही नहीं पाते हैं. तो अगर तुम अपना आगे का विजन रखो तो मुझे लगता है कि तुम थर्ड ईयर से ही पढ़ना शुरू कर सकते हो.
बराबर. एंड सर उस टाइम पे मेरी मेरी सीनियर की रैंक 35 आई थी एम्स के एंट्रेंस एग्जाम में.
ओके.
तो एम्स का मई का जो सेशन था 2019 का उसमें उसकी रैंक 35 आई थी. तो उसको देख के कि इफ ही कैन अचीव इट देन उससे तो बहुत ज्यादा मोटिवेशन मिल गया था हम लोग को कि अभी वी शुड स्टडी दैट बिकॉज इफ ही कैन डू इट देन हम लोग भी पढ़ लेंगे अच्छे से तो क्लियर हो जाएगा. तो हमारे सीनियर्स ने हम लोग को बहुत अच्छे से गाइड किया सर. एंड यस व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज कि जो फ्रेंड्स का ग्रुप है तो हम लोग सब साथ में ही पढ़ते थे लाइब्रेरी में. तो वैसे मोटिवेशन भी बना रहता था.
So from which college have you done your MBBS?
Sir, I've done it from Lokmanya Tilak Municipal Medical College in Mumbai. It is run Municipal Corporation of Mumbai.
Okay. So now I want to ask from you कि मतलब थर्ड ईयर एंड फाइनल ईयर में 365 डेज तुम कंटिन्यूअस पढ़े थे. Did you study 365 days continuously or there were some days when you didn't study?
Sir, 365 days मतलब some days कुछ दिन पढ़ाई हो मतलब डेली पढ़ाई की है सर. कुछ दिन सिर्फ 1 घंटा ही पढ़ाई होती थी. कुछ दिन 7-8 घंटा पढ़ाई होती थी. बट सर डेली ने वही बोला कि आदत बिल्डअप इंटर्नशिप में बहुत खाता है. तो मेन वो की डेली रीडिंग करने का हैबिट जो बिल्डअप किया था फाइनल ईयर में. तो हाँ सर ऑलमोस्ट डेली पढ़ाई किया है.
So how did you overcome bad days? मतलब कभी कभार होता है कि यार मन नहीं करता पढ़ने का, ठीक है, और कुछ ना कुछ मतलब लोगों की लाइफ में होता ही रहता है ना. जैसे कोविड आ गया या एग्जाम पोस्टपोन हो गया या फैमिली कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आ गई. तो हर बंदे की लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आती रहती हैं. तो तुम्हारी लाइफ में भी आई
Yes.
होंगी. तो उस टाइम पे
Yes,
तुम
sir.
अपने आप को कैसे बोलते थे कि यार अभी आज भी मुझे पढ़ना है आज. और कई बार ऐसा भी होता होगा कि you are not performing good in the grand test or you are not performing
Yes,
well in
sir.
the Q bank that you are solving. मतलब इतना क्वेश्चन बैंक सॉल्व कर रहा है, 50% करेक्ट हो रहा है, 40% करेक्ट हो रहा है. तो उस टाइम पे अपने आप को कैसे बोलते थे कि यार जो भी मैं कर रही हूँ सही कर रही हूँ.
Sir, on my bad days, I used to call my seniors because they were the ones who used to understand कि मतलब मेरा thought process क्या है. एंड मेरे से सीनियर्स एडवाइस देते थे लाइक दे वर लाइक कि आधा दिन का ब्रेक ले ले, थोड़ा इधर उधर घूमने चले जाए, कोई मूवी देख ले. एंड मेरे को मेरे सीनियर्स से बात करके बहुत ही अच्छा लगता था. एक दिलासा जैसा दे देते थे वो लोग. तो दैट वाज वेरी हेल्पफुल. तो दैट एंड सर वो पोस्टपोनमेंट का तो हम लोग सब लोग ही काफी ज्यादा एंशियस हो गए थे क्योंकि नीट भी वो लोग ने 2-3 बार पोस्टपोन किया और INI भी 2-3 बार पोस्टपोन किया एंड फिर इंटर्नशिप भी साथ में चल रहा था. तो हम लोग थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब रहते थे. बट फिर ऐसे 2-3 घंटा उसको देखली अपसेट और अ लिटिल बिट वरीड अबाउट इट, 3 से 4 घंटा मैक्स टू मैक्स. बट उसके बाद चीजें डाइल्यूट हो जाती थी एंड देन बैक टू स्टडी.
सही है. So you should have a basically support system होना चाहिए either in the form of parents or your friends जो तुम्हें regularly अपने aim की तरफ push करते रहे, है ना.
Yes, sir.
Consistency I feel is very important. So as you
Yes,
are
sir,
telling कि for last 3 years
definitely.
you have been studying continuously, है ना. एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम होना चाहिए हमारा, है ना, कि जो हमें रेगुलरली अपने
Yes,
एम की
sir.
तरफ कंटिन्यूअसली मोटिवेट करते रहे, है ना। और नेक्स्ट मैं डिस्कस करना चाहूंगा कि क्यू बैंक कैसे
Yes.
सॉल्व करना है।
Yes.
क्यू बैंक, जैसे क्यू बैंक भी बहुत वास्ट है, ठीक है, क्यू बैंक भी। तो क्यू बैंक की क्या स्ट्रेटेजी रखी थी, हाउ मेनी मॉड्यूल्स डिड यू सॉल्व,
Sir,
और यू वर
QBank,
हैविंग
I
और
would
यू वर हैविंग अ
suggest
टारगेट कि
कि
इतने क्वेश्चन
learning
सॉल्व
tool.
करने हैं।
तो अगर मैं कोई भी वीडियो देखा है तो मैं उसका QBank, ठीक है सर। सर तो QBank I used to solve immediately after watching a particular video.
हम्म।
So agar if I'm watching general radiology, so I would finish the QBank simultaneously. And whatever extra points used to be there in Maroke notes, there are active workspaces. So I
ओके।
used to add points over there. So
हम्म
QBank, a lot of people take it as an assessment, but you can mostly have to take it as a learning tool. Like it doesn't, the number of correct questions which you get doesn't determine rank in exam. I've seen people, they fret over the percentage of correct questions in the QBank. So the most important thing in the entire preparation has to be a grand test, and it has to be started very early.
सो लाइक थोड़ा एग्जांपल दो क्यू बैंक का, लाइक इफ यू हैव कंप्लीटेड कार्डियोवैस्कुलर वीडियोस फ्रॉम द मेडिसिन, ठीक है, एंड उसके भी काफी सारे मॉड्यूल्स होंगे कार्डियोवैस्कुलर
Yes.
सिस्टम के भी। तो वर यू गोइंग चैप्टर
हाँ
वाइज,
सर.
और यू यूज्ड टू
हाँ.
लाइक complete all the videos of that unit first, and after that you used to jump on the Q bank?
नहीं सर, चैप्टर वाइज करती थी. इफ आई एम रीडिंग हार्ट का मर्मर एंड पल्स, इफ आई एम रीडिंग, तो उसका जो उसके मैरो में ही वीडियो के नीचे उसका क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड क्यूबैंक वो लोग के सजेशन में आ जाता है. सो आई यूज टू सॉल्व इट साइमल्टेनियसली बिकॉज मेरा पर्पस था कि इफ आई एम रीडिंग मर्मर्स, तो अभी मेरा दिमाग एकदम एक्टिवली मर्मर्स को ग्रास्प करके रखा है. तो इफ आई हैव टू लर्न न्यू थिंग्स राइट नाउ, तो वो अभी मैं क्यूबैंक सॉल्व करके रख लेती हूँ. कभी कभी इंटर्नशिप की वजह से होता था कि अगर आज मैंने वीडियो देखा तो क्यूबैंक नहीं हो पाता था. आई यूज्ड टू बी वेरी टायर्ड, बट आई यूज्ड टू एंश्योर कि मैं उसको अगले 2 या 3 दिन में कंप्लीट कर लूँ, सो दैट मेरा थॉट प्रोसेस बना रहे. बिकॉज अगर दिस वीक आई हैव रेड कार्डियोवैस्कुलर सिस्टम एंड मैं अगले हफ्ते उसका क्यूबैंक उठाऊंगी, तो मेरा आधा ओरिएंटेशन चला जाएगा उस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक का.
सो नाउ मुझे ये बताओ कि क्यू बैंक वंस यू हैड कंप्लीटेड योर क्यू बैंक वंस, ठीक है, उसके
Yes,
बाद
sir.
डिड यू रिवाइज द क्यू बैंक अगेन?
Yes, sir, because I was able to revise it because NEET got postponed. And Marrow में you have मैंने reset, I didn't reset the question bank. There is a shake feature in Marrow that if you shake your phone, then the answer disappears, but the explanation remains. So with the help of that, I was able to finish most of the question banks. I solved question. I revised the question bank of all the final year subjects, short subjects, pharmacology and micro, because micro had lot of images. So that is why those were the other subjects which I did.
Okay. So now you can tell me internship में which all subjects did you see the videos?
Yes, sir. So because I had already seen ENT, Ophthalm, PSM and OBGYN gynec surgery previously, तो वो मैंने नहीं देखे. तो मैंने सिर्फ फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड ईयर के सब्जेक्ट देखे, क्योंकि मेरा पूरा ओरिएंटेशन, आई डिडंट हैव एनी ओरिएंटेशन एट ऑल फॉर द फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड ईयर सब्जेक्ट. आई हैड read them and I had joined MBBS, and उसके बाद सीधा intern on 1.5x, and that is how I have done the first and second year subject.
So first and second year subjects you used to do the same way कि you were mixing subjects, or you were just watching videos of one subject and after that you were jumping on to other subject? So I was asking, like in internship also you used to mix videos, or you used to just continuously watch videos of one subject only?
Sir, actually, I was following Marrow Planner. So according to Marrow Planner, we have fixed number of days allotted for each subject. So for example, if anatomy and physiology had 10 days, and if I'm getting bored with anatomy, I used to switch to physiology, but I would ensure कि दोनों मिला के I'm finishing in 20 days. So the target has to be achieved. You can do it in any permutation combination. I liked radiology, so I finished it in one. I used to find anatomy very boring, so I switched to physiology, but I completed both of them within 20 days. So that permutation combination depends on you. and it's very subjective, but you should just ensure that you are able to finish that subject in the number of days which you have given,
Okay.
along with the question bank.
So, I want to ask from you, were you having any weak subjects or you were like topper in every subject?
No, sir, my weak subjects were community medicine, microbiology, and psychiatry. These
Okay.
three were my weak subjects. So for the weak subjects, what I did is, especially microbiology, I used to read it 1 hour daily of microbiology during the last 1 or 2 months.
Okay.
So that familiar with ASM, especially the national health programs.
Okay.
So this is something which I used to remove 1 hour. Even in the last month of exam, मैंने 1 घंटा निकाल के I have brushed past through microbiology, CSM, and psychiatry a little bit.
Okay. So, like, what do you, why do you call these weak subjects? Like, what was your percentage score in these subjects in the grand test?
Sir, in my grand test, whenever I used to review grand test, so Marrow gives you an elaborate list of all your weak subjects. So the these bottom three used to be my weak subjects. I used to score around 81 to 86% in them, as compared to other subjects
तो
in which
बाकी
I was
सब्जेक्ट्स में
able
तो
to score
100% ही हो गया फिर.
90%. So, only 1 or 2 subjects used to have 100%, especially the short subjects like dermatology
No,
and
I'm not
ENT.
asking you
Most
percentile.
of the questions used to be
I'm
easy.
not asking you percentile. मैं percentage पूछ रहा हूँ. I'm asking you
Sir, no, you are
percentage.
asking the percentage only. My bottom three subjects के percentage used to be 81 to 83%.
Okay.
So my PSM, like if there are 17 questions of PSM, if they are asking, so I used to get around 14 correct, 13 correct in that way.
Okay. Great. So तुम्हारा कुछ weak ही नहीं था, मैं यही समझ सकता हूँ. ठीक है. So that's really great. So what will you advise students की like many students they ask me, sir हम अपना grand test में score कैसे improve करें? So what will you tell those students? So how they can improve their grand test score?
Sir, yes, sir. So, sir, initial के जो when you should start grand test early when you have started your first reading, and the initial grand test you should give for practice, so that to build that endurance to be able to sit for 3.5 hours, and you should be able to know how to tackle the questions, because after first 50-60 questions, a kind of fatigue sets in. Somehow the capacity goes down. So what you should do in that situation, it is individual for everybody. So you have to work that out in first 6 months when you're doing your first reading. And then once you have finished your first reading, that is when you should start taking your grand test score seriously. So the best way to evaluate a grand test is that I had made a 20th notebook. I have said it in video also. So मेरी notebook एक box file थी, उसमें मैं A4 size sheets में grand test का heading डाल दिया and subject wise मैं compile करने लग गई. So मेरे in that box file I had anatomy, physio, biochem in that order. I had all the subjects. So that is how I had compiled it. And in those A4 size sheets, I used to write all my wrong questions and the related theory जो नीचे explanation में देके रखी है. And explanation में भी Marrow highlight करता था कि if they have 2-3 paragraphs of explanation, then what are the key points which we are supposed to remember. So that I used to underline them in my A4 size sheet. So towards the end of my preparation, I had a box file जिसमें मेरे पास 19 subjects के A4 size sheets थे, और हर एक A4 size sheets में मैंने जो भी सीखा हुआ था मेरी mistakes टेस्ट में से वो लिख के रखी हुई थी मैंने.
So वो जो तुमने 20th notebook बनाई थी, how did you utilize that 20th notebook? Because what I feel कि we can like write down a lot of things, but उनको हम फिर से बार-बार ही नहीं पढ़ते. So did you read that 20th notebook again and again?
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, that 20th notebook, I have read it multiple times, and I did not read it word to word. Like I said, in Marrow, in explanations, they would have given highlighted the important points. So those are the things which I used to read. And once I was confident enough, I used to put a tick mark. Like, for example, in my initial 3 grand tests, I consistently was making mistakes in questions related to brachial plexus.
Okay.
And brachial plexus is a very important topic. I knew that every year they'll ask a question. And I was making mistakes in them, that which is arising from posterior cord, which is arising from medial cord. So I used to read that brachial plexus again and again until I didn't start getting question right. And similarly happened with even GCS also. In my last mock test of Marrow, I had calculated GCS wrong. So I was waiting for that question in exam, but it didn't come. That's the other thing. So unless and until if I'm not confident enough with that topic, I used to read it. And once I think that I remember it, so I used to put a tick mark so that subsequently when I open the book again, I don't have to, I will leave
Okay.
those things and I'll read the other things.
And कोई specific time of day था when you used to do that 20th notebook? Because I had also followed a similar technique. I call it wall technique.
Huh.
So you must have seen my video in which I
Yes,
had.
sir.
So I used to do that thing as the first thing in the morning. तो तुमने भी कुछ रूटीन बनाया हुआ था कि 20th नोटबुक ऐसे करनी है या रैंडमली कभी भी कर लेते थे?
नहीं सर, एक्चुअली मैरो सुबह 10 बजे अपने ग्रैंड टेस्ट के रिजल्ट पब्लिश कर देता था. So by 10:30 I used to sit for reviewing.
Okay.
So that was my timing. And शाम को 6 बजे तक मेरा रिव्यू हो जाता था पूरा. Initially, it used to take me 2 days because when I started with my preparation, उस time पे NEET में 300 questions थे. So for that, reviewing used to take 2 entire days. But then the number of questions reduced and मेरी भी practice हो गई. I learned how to review it. So it used to take half a day, and I used to sit around 10:30 in the morning. So whenever I was reviewing, and if Marrow के explanation में any question the explanation has some pearl, I used to bookmark that pearl. And if that pearl has a volatile information, for example, all these iodinated contrast medium is very volatile. So I used to write it down in a A4 size sheet and stick it on the wall. So that wall technique, I have also done it. And it is only for extremely high yield facts which have been asked in exams, and I have to stick them on wall.
Okay, great. So now I want to ask from you कि when did you gave your first grand test और उसमें तुम्हारा स्कोर कितना था?
Sir, I started my preparation in March 2020. So in April 2020, I gave my first grand test, which was grand test 1 from Q Bank of Marrow, and my rank was 211 in that.
Okay.
So that
पहले
was my
grand test में
baseline rank.
211 rank.
Sir, उसमें yes, 211 was my rank, and it was a grand test of 300 questions, and my score was around 814 out of 1200. This was the old pattern grand test. And then subsequently my score improved, and the second grand test which I gave, my rank was 34. And then after I finished my first reading, I used to consistently be in top 15, top 20. वैसे रहता था.
So before that you had never given any grand test?
No sir, even I was also surprised with my first grand test result. I thought 1000 में आएगा, फिर उसको कैसे improve करना है, फिर वो मैं senior से पूछ लूंगी. But it was 211, so even I was also surprised that I am able to solve those questions. So actually, in my undergraduate days, I used to participate in a lot of inter-college quizzes. That actually helped me how to solve a question.
So what I can make out is that if you study well in third year and fourth year, ठीक है?
Yes sir.
So internship में तो अपने आप rank आ जाएगा, है ना? So this
sir,
is the
then
conclusion we
internship
can draw.
becomes cakewalk, sir. Yes sir, internship becomes cakewalk, sir, because one thing I realized is कि काम के साथ पढ़ाई करना बहुत मुश्किल है. Especially after doing my shift, I used to come home very tired. And then in that process to take new information is very difficult. So if you have already done majority of your work, पहली चीजें समझ के रख ली है तो वो easy हो जाता है.
That's great. And first, I want to ask कि तुम्हारी distinctions कितनी आई थी MBBS में?
Sir, I have 10 distinctions, sir.
That's really great. So if you get a lot of distinctions, then again you can get a good rank, है ना?
Sir, distinctions and rank actually have no correlation. It's very subjective. And it's very subjective thing. But if you have, I have seen my seniors who never got any distinction and they have gotten a double-digit rank and 3-digit rank in NEET. So distinctions and इसका कुछ correlation नहीं है.
But
because there are multiple factors involved.
Have you seen any student की जिसकी distinction आई हो और जिसका rank ना आया हो?
नहीं सर, ऐसा भी नहीं देखा है मैंने. मेरे seniors जिन्होंने distinction लिया है, they have all got an excellent rank under 500 and they have taken their branch of choice.
So that is what I'm saying ना कि if you are getting distinctions, if you do well in the MBBS, फिर तुम्हारा rank आएगा ही आएगा. सो
आएगा सर।
इंटर्नशिप में तो कोई शॉर्टकट होता नहीं है। इंटर्नशिप में तुम कुछ ज्यादा चेंज नहीं कर सकते। तो तुमने जैसे 211 से तुम 9 पे आए हो इंटर्नशिप में, है ना?
यस सर।
तो 200 पे तुम इंटर्नशिप तक पहले ही आ गए थे।
So actually, even I was also surprised, but my seniors told me that it is now even more difficult to maintain that rank, because by the time October, November, December comes, a lot of people would have finished their first reading and their subsequent revisions. So they might overtake you, and they said कि अभी rank आया तो इसको maintain भी equally उतना करना है. So they said कि whatever I'm doing, I should not stop doing that, and थोड़ा extra effort, जो मिस्टेक्स हो रही है वो क्यों हो रही है, उनको एनालिसिस करके वो सब्जेक्ट वो वापस रेट्रोस्पेक्टिवली पढ़ना. जैसे जीसीएस के सर मेरा पहली बार नहीं हुआ है. मेरा जीसीएस के क्वेश्चन सिंपल एडिशन ऑलमोस्ट हर ग्रैंड टेस्ट में गलत होते हैं. तो वन डे बिफोर द एग्जाम ऑल्सो आई हैव read Glasgow Comma Score and went, but unfortunately it didn't come. The paper was only very different.
So one thing I want to say कि if you are a topper, like if you have done well in the MBBS, ठीक है, तो तुम्हारे लिए कोई इंटर्नशिप में स्ट्रेटेजी नहीं होती. व्हाट आई फील, है ना? तो कोई स्ट्रेटेजी नहीं होती, कोई लास्ट 50 डेज स्ट्रेटेजी नहीं होती. बट यू नो देयर आर स्टूडेंट्स लाइक जिनका 75 परसेंटाइल आ रहा है, 80 परसेंटाइल आ रहा है. सो व्हाट विल यू एडवाइज दो स्टूडेंट्स की व्हाट दे कैन डू इन द लास्ट 40 डेज? Any tips
Sir,
from
in last 40 days, yes sir, last 40 days usually has to be focused on facts, and
Okay.
whatever concepts and understanding are there has to be built during first reading when they begin their internship. Abhi MBBS mein, because I read most of the things, so I knew that I knew that topic in and out. So for me, during my first reading, it was mostly building upon facts. But if somebody is scoring 75 percentile, they should focus their first reading to understand that particular subject, to orient themselves with the subject and clear their concept. And then subsequent revisions may they should build up on facts on top of their base knowledge. And in last 40 days, you have to revise only high-end things. I had kept in the last 40 days, I used to do one cancer one day, so that I don't get confused. One biochemistry cycle I used to do every day. Then drug of choice, there is Ranjan Patel sir ka, there is Pharmacast karke, so he has alphabetically done all the drug of choice in that. So
मैंने भी पढ़ाई
I
है
used to do
रेडियोलॉजी में
one
फार्माकोलॉजी.
alphabet. Yes sir.
मैंने
Sir,
भी
I watched that just 3 days before the exam, because I was still not confident with respect to pharmacology, and I needed to brush through entire pharmacology. That is when I saw your video. I saw it 3 days before the exam. But in the last 40 days, IPCs, in forensic, all the poisons and their related tables, the poison and their odor, poison and their postmortem hypostasis ka color, all those high-end tables, milestones, one cancer staging every day, and all the scores I had compiled and kept it, all the important scores in surgery and gynae. So those were my main focus of revision and the past year questions. So because for National Institute exam, you have to do the past year questions.
That's great. So एक चीज और पूछना चाहूंगा कि वीडियोस को भी तुमने रिवीजन करी है और वीडियोस बस एक बार ही देखी थी?
सर वीडियोस से एक ही बार देखी थी, एंड अगर कोई भी टॉपिक है जो मुझे वीडियोस देखने के बाद रिवीजन के टाइम एक पर्टिकुलर सब टॉपिक नहीं समझ में आ रहा था, देन मैं वो वीडियोस का उतना पार्ट चढ़ा देती थी. आई यूज्ड टू फाइंड सीरम एल्ब्यूमिन एसिटिक ग्रेडियंट. That concept even I will think twice before attempting that question even now. So I saw that video even a day before the exam, because it was asked in AIMS also. And मुझे लगता है कि that conceptually my topic of serum albumin acidic gradient is weak. So I used to see only that part during revision if I feel that I'm not confident enough.
That's great. So what I can conclude ki if someone is like starting to prepare in the internship or in the drop year, so what they can do, like
Yes, sir.
first 6 months of their preparation, they can focus on just making their concepts, है ना? So
Yes, sir.
and after that, once they have completed their first sheet, then they can focus on revision, है ना?
Yes,
And you
sir.
know,
Yes, sir.
students get confused from toppers interview. You know why they get confused? Because you know toppers will say that they will complete their first read in 7 months. So यहाँ
Yeah.
पे there are students who get confused कि there are students who are like starting for the first time. Like मैंने भी MBBS में बिल्कुल पढ़ाई नहीं करी थी तुम्हारी तरह, ठीक है, तुम्हारी तरह नहीं, मतलब मैंने पढ़ाई नहीं करी थी. तो like if someone who has not studied well during the MBBS, so वहां पर they get confused, they do the subject for 7 months, ठीक है, 7 months में they will just complete the first read because they look at topper interview, but वहां पे they forget कि that topper had studied well during the MBBS also, है ना. So यहाँ पे I would just advise those students कि if you are like if you want to complete the first read in 8 months, तो उसके साथ साथ तुम्हें रेगुलर रिवीजन भी करनी चाहिए. Do you agree on that?
Yes, sir, completely. Sir, if I feel that somebody is weak in a particular subject as compared to a person who has read it well in it, if I've read very well in my final year, I would just need 2 revisions. And a friend of mine who has not read surgery that well during final year, he has just started with surgery for the first time in internship. It's just that he will need more number of revisions as compared to me. So that's the only difference which it makes.
That's right. So at last, one thing that you want to say, कुछ motivational students के लिए.
Sir, those who are preparing for NEET PG, I would say that in these last 40-45 days, you have to gear up and open your 20th notebook and do all the high yield facts and give grand tests. At least you can divide the next 40 days in terms of 30 plus 10. So in the 30-day schedule, you can do 3 grand tests and only review the incorrect questions, or else it would be very time consuming. And divide the subjects accordingly so that you are able to do 2 cycles of revision. One cycle should be done in 30 days, and the remaining last 10 days of exam, you can do a second cycle, which will be of only high yield information. So this is the advice which I would like to give.
And for MBBS students, वो भी देंगे NEET PG.
So for MBBS students, yes, also those who are in their respective years of MBBS, they should watch the videos, and they should, when they are watching the videos, they should write down their own notes. Because when we write our own notes, we remember the thought process and we write it in our own language which we understand. So, and you should solve the Q bank and you should go and read that topic from textbook. So this is how they should study. And they should focus on practical also, because whatever things we see in our clinics, they're asking these days, all the tests and all for thyroid and all, they're asked all these tests. We had read for a surgery. So go to the clinics. I was also not that regular with my clinics, but I ensured that I had 75% attendance in practicals. And go to the
Proxy
wards
लगाते
and
थे
clinics,
दोस्तों.
those who are preparing for MBBS.
So your friends.
Proxy. Sir, yes, they used to put proxy.
And आजकल YouTube पे भी there are so many teachers who are putting up their videos. On YouTube also there are so many teachers who are putting up their videos. So do you find YouTube also
Yes.
useful? And like, did you also utilize YouTube, and how much time should we give to that?
So YouTube, actually there are many faculties on YouTube, so it's very easy to get lost in that huge information which is being provided. So you select one particular faculty जिसका आपको लगे कि आप जो वो what he is trying to explain, you're able to grasp it, and you strictly follow that faculty only. And I used to use YouTube before I used to sleep. I used to open YouTube for around half an hour, 45 minutes. So if there is any high yield, like there is one video of yours of rapid revision of mycology, I have seen that. So all the important high yield facts it used to get brushed up in that few minutes. Or else if I did it on my own, it would take 1.5 hours. So you select a faculty of your choice, जो आपको लगे कि आपको सूट कर रहा है, you are able to understand what he is trying to say, and बाकी फिर don't get lost with other faculties. There are many teachers who are there. Sometimes I also used to get confused. It's very actually learning, but then you have to be very much in control कि नहीं सिर्फ अभी और videos नहीं देखने हैं.
So did you see my anatomy video?
Sir, anatomy I couldn't see.
Okay.
I have seen pharmacology and bacteriology and all your series of radiology which you had put all the images
Okay.
system wise. Those things I've seen. And on Unacademy, because the PDF is already available and the images used to be attached to it, so it became very easy for revision because in my notes I didn't have images. The images weren't of good quality.
So at last, I would like ask you one advice for me, like what I can do on YouTube to help the students. Like what kind of videos? The videos like
No,
be for
sir, you're doing
like videos should be for like 5 to 6 hour videos, like I did for anatomy, or I should put short videos on my channel, like anything from you. So that will also help me a lot.
sir, both will be very helpful. Depends on what a student is looking for. If someone like me who is very weak in pharmacology and I wanted to brush up the entire pharmacology, then the 6 hour video was very useful for me. But on the other hand, I also wanted only high yield facts of the parasitology eggs. So both things are useful, and I think both of them are available on your channel.